couple of aspects that I'd like to stress today with regard to winter driving. And this will be just a good refresher on what good safe driving principles can apply in winter weather.
Great, and we will bring up your slide, Neil. And I do think, I am one that I always actually am scared to drive in the snow, and I haven't been driving as much this year for COVID, and I'm glad that you brought that up. So, so let's turn it back over to you with your slide. Sorry about that, I went off topic. Okay, sorry about that, Neil.
Very appropriate. And in scouting, our motto was be prepared, and that is very applicable to winter weather driving. First of all, let's check the weather. There's many vehicles that we can use to check the weather, social media, our streaming services, the TV. It's good to know what you're going to experience as you get out on the road. Again, do you have to go out? Could the trip wait for a little bit later when the roads are cleared? It's important that you think about that and also plan your route. We're all used to going to the store by the same route. However, that might be secondary routes. Main roads are cleared well before the secondary routes. And so maybe if you were to drive out onto the main road, you could get to the store safer. It might take a little bit longer. It may also involve a few less hills, and it's not your normal way of getting there, but it works. So give that some thought. It's always good to have an emergency kit within your car. And I would suggest that in bad weather, you might take it from the trunk and put it in the back seat, because if you should slide off or get into an accident, you don't want to have to get out of the car, get in your trunk, and get your emergency kit. Now, what's appropriate for emergency kit? A cell phone charger, definitely. Absolutely carry your cell phone, a small shovel, a kitty litter and sand. If you should get into a or a sliding situation, kitty litter and sand are good for traction. An ice scraper, first aid kit, blanket, flashlight. When was the last time you checked the batteries in your emergency kit flashlight? And then you might also want to have a white flag or a rag in your car so that if you should get into a slide off situation, you can put it out and hang it from your window to signal people that the car's occupied and that you need help. Now, also, as we haven't been driving, it's also a good idea to check your vehicle. Your battery might not be as fully charged as it would had you driven the car every day. Make sure you check your windshield wiper washer fluid, your fuel level, and your tire and tire pressure. And I repeated fuel level there twice, but it's important to check that. With regard to tire pressure, probably many of you have had an instance where your tire pressure gauge on your dashboard has been lit. As the weather cools, the air within your tire condenses and the air pressure is lower. And so you want to top that off to the correct amount of air pressure. How do you find the air pressure, the correct air pressure for your vehicle? It's printed on a label on the door jamb of the driver's side door. And so you can look there and then fill the tires up to the appropriate level. If you are parked outside and your car is covered in snow, please clear your car off completely. That's all windows, mirrors, hood, top, trunk, front and rear lights. This takes time, and you really need to plan accordingly as you go out so that you allow enough time to do this clearing. It always is a concern when you're going down the road and somebody has just cleared their front windshield. They can't see, and you can't. They can't see you, and it's really a dangerous situation. So please clear your car off completely. Another thing to be careful about is when you're driving, stay back from semi-trucks. They can't clear the top of the semi-trucks off, and that whole section of snow is going to come down onto the road, and if it hits your car, that can be an issue.
Absolutely.